Awesome. So welcome everyone to Monday Night Training. It's an exciting training today because it's the 1st of July. We're moving into our very next month of, gosh, can you believe we're already halfway through the year? It's insane, isn't it? How fast time goes by. I know lots of people are going to jump on late because that's what people seem to do, but I was taught once, you always reward the people that are on time, not reward the people that are late. So I'm just moving forward, and I'm really excited to celebrate. There's quite a few people that have rank advanced over the last few days. And you know what? There's nothing more brilliant in your business when you hit another level, and it's so exciting. But what I love about it is that it just shows everyone the possibilities of doing exactly what we do day in, day out, is just sharing these products and opportunity. That's all we need to do. If you share these products and opportunity, they take you places. So I want to do a huge shout out. I know I saw Haley just jumping on then. We got a new Audi. Haley's a new Audi qualifier today. It's like that hustle for that last enrollment going through, and absolutely amazing. I know Jazzy, not sure if Jazzy's on yet. She rank advanced to director today, which is so exciting. It's such a building block. I've always said if you can build a whole entire organization of directors, you are absolutely going to knock this out of the park. We can get so caught up in the other higher ranks, but if you just focus on how do I build all of those elite directors or directors, you really are building the strength and the building blocks of your organization. So really think about that. So, hey Jojo, how are you? I was just celebrating Jazzy, but I can't see her yet on the call. So first of all, we're going. Is there any rank advancements that I've missed out? Anybody else that's rank advanced in the last day, changing over the month? Yay, Kelly! Go you! Kelly's been in Bali as well. Kelly, I'm trying to unmute you, but I can't even do that.
Julie McKenzie hit director in under 30 days if she's on. So
fantastic, awesome. Yeah, and then Renata is on as well, who also fast start qualified like Julie has. And how fantastic, fast start qualifying, guys, in the trip qualifying period is an extra 2,000 in trip volume. Like, what a massive tick is that? You bring on a new brand partner into your organization, get them to fast start qualify, help them in every which way you possibly can, because that's huge, an extra 2,000 in trip. So well done to Renate and Ashlyn. They're a mother and daughter team in South Australia, so congratulations. Also fast start qualifying like Julie. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, Kelly, I was back to Kelly. Kelly, I'm going to try my best to unmute you so you can tell us what you did. There you go.
Hi. I basically just had trials out, and I had them out while I was in Bali, and then when I came back, just got more PCs. So, it just kicked me over the line, so it was good.
Awesome.
Yeah, get products out. Don't have them sitting at your house. Get
exactly.
Them on people's faces. Yeah.
Thanks, Cal. That is so fantastic. And you know what's so fantastic about that as well is that she goes to Bali. How long were you in Bali for?
A week.
She's in Bali for a week out of those 4 weeks, and she's got products out doing the work for her while she's kicking it by the pool and doing some shopping and hanging out. Like, unreal. That's what this business is about. And when we can make it work into our lives and we can have some fun with it, it's really amazing what happens. So I'm going to switch over to Maria. Maria is going to share with us tonight her story on why she said yes in becoming a brand partner with Neora. I'm going to do my best to unmute you, but it might be easier for you to unmute yourself, Maria. Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I'm going to mute myself out so you don't hear me.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Marie McFadden. I joined Neora about over 2.5 years ago after they launched in Australia. So I joined on the very last day of October, actually. And joining on the last day, I didn't know I had to have 3 PC within 12 hours. Otherwise, I would have had to pay for my ADL the next day. So who were my 3 PCs? My 3 sisters. I basically rang them up and said, I'm doing this, you need to support me, and buy a night cream. And that's how I got my first 3 PC. After that, I fast qualified in the time that I was supposed to fast qualified, and I hit director as well. The reason why I joined, it was just by coincidence. I wasn't looking for it. I was just flicking through Facebook and saw a post on a friend's Facebook page and was just wondering what it was. So I picked up the phone and called her, and she told me about it. And I didn't know I was looking for it, but at the time I knew I wanted something more than I've been a stay-home mum for the past 20 years. I've got 3 beautiful children, and at that time 2 older ones were finishing school, and I was just left with an 11-year-old. So the running around was getting less because I was just left with 1 child. So I thought, I was really looking for something for me. But I was still having that mummy guilt of leaving Tess when she's got so much extra curriculum, because she's a swimmer and she's a water polo player. So I have to run her to a lot of her trainings. And I thought if I went back to work, I wouldn't be able to do those things and she would have to give up her swimming. And I wasn't prepared to do that. But then when I started talking to my girlfriend and I found out how flexible it was, that I could work from anywhere. And I basically work when she's training in the water. I sit by the pool and I do my work then. So I think it was the flexibility of the job that drew me to it, and that's thought I'll give it a go. I tried the product, loved it, and so I said to my husband, look, I'll just get the pack. The worst it can do is I'm just left with the products that I love anyway. So I gave it a go, and it's actually took me further than I thought I would go. So within 7 months, I became Audi car qualified, and I've just been blessed to meet so many wonderful people in the job. And I've learnt about personal development, which I've never, ever, ever done before. My background was in finance. So I was, after I graduated from uni, I went straight into a bank and worked in the commercial finance sector. So I was crunching numbers. So personal development was not in the radar. But I absolutely love it now. Every chance I get, I listen to my audio. I listen to podcasts. I think I'm a different person than I was 2.5 years ago, and counting my blessing that I found this. That's it, Rachel.
Awesome. Hey guys, in the chat there, I would love it if you can give Maria some love. Like stepping up and sharing your story with 30 plus people, plus a recording of all the people who are on shift. It's not easy, and it's a really beautiful thing to be able to share with everybody, because you can relate to it. Like, isn't it wonderful that we can have such flexibility in what we can do? When our kids are our priority and when we've got to be doing that taxiing around, isn't it cool that you can sit by the pool and actually work and do your side gig? And that's what this job or this business is about, is it doing it in the throes of your life. And the more that we can learn to do it in the throes of our life, the more fantastic it is. I want to thank you so much, Maria, for putting your hand up, or okay, I put it up for you, and sharing with us. I've seen Maria on every single trip that we've been to with Neora. I've seen her at every single corporate event that I've been to. She's a true core part of our greater Neora family, and I love that we all come together as one. And I just want to thank you heaps for sharing that with us. So next I am going to move straight into the training. I'm going to share my screen because it keeps me on time, guys, and I'm sorry if it's death by PowerPoint, but it just keeps me not going over time for respecting all of your time, because I would prefer to see you guys grab some training and then from there go and use it, or go and, you know, go out and talk to some people, or, you know, get a couple of messages out tonight and go and spend some time with your family and do the great things that we do in our lives. But just to recap, the end of month, we have this thing called Marry the Months Together, and marrying the months together is running the last 2 days of the month with the first 2 days of the month. So right now we're slap bang in the middle of that. So to recap the end of month, you want to go into your back office now and you want to check out exactly where you were at the end of the month. Really have a look at what your volume was, have a look at how many PCs you had, have a look at even how many EHT orders you took that went through, and because this month the EHT now will go on to an ADO. So, you know, you want to have a look and really know where you are at the end of the month. So you can now plan at the beginning of the month where we're going to go forward over this month. What is your goal going to be over this next month? And now when I talk about things like this, I know some people can feel a bit of pressure at the end of the month. I really want to just sort of give you some relief from that pressure, is that it's actually, this is a fun business. And once we start putting ourselves, really screwing ourselves down under pressure, we really need to step back and go, rightio, okay, what am I doing? Okay, I want to drive forward and I want to reach these goals, and this is what I want to hit. And it's okay if we don't hit them. You know, like, I know, like, there's people in my team on this call right now, when I say to them, let's just go, we'll go for it. We'll go for PD this month. It doesn't matter if we don't get there. It really does not matter. But we want to work towards it. And if we don't have something that we're going to set ourselves to work towards, we kind of are just sort of flapping around in the wind. So really, like, the goal might be just outrageous, but go for it. Absolutely go for it. And hit the little markers along the way, such as, you know, making sure you're 3 for every month. If you wanted to hit 6 PCs or 9 PCs and you didn't quite get there, it's okay. It's just okay. Because this month is a whole new month and we just go again. The thing that I love so much about the way that we run end of month is that it lets us drive that little bit more with intention at the end of month. Whereas if we just rolled all our months together as one, we could kind of just sort of like, oh yeah, you know, how many times do you wake up and go, what day is it today? We don't even have an idea what day it is. But if we know that, okay, it's coming up to the 27th, then now we need to start looking at, you know, have I followed up with everyone? Is everybody's credit cards all good from the 23rd? Are all those things checked and balanced? Because otherwise it gives us no line. There's no line in the sand where we have a gauger. So to recap your end of month, where are you right now? Have a look in your back office and where do you stand right now? What is your goal for July? So this is exciting, guys. Now, tomorrow morning, I know this is a crazy time because most people in our world are at work, and I am not certain about, is this going to be recorded? I am so hoping it is. And I'm going to make sure that if it is, that I'll get, well, we can, all the leaders on this call will get a recording of it. But Amber and Bo are actually really just focusing in on our market. And I'm really excited about this because they're going to start taking trainings with us. They're going to start doing all sorts of calls with us, leadership calls, field calls, to really make sure that we are getting what we need as a market. And I just absolutely just love that we're kicking this off tomorrow. It's at 10 o'clock. Australian Central Time, so you can see all the times there in front of you. 10:30 if you live on the East Coast, 12:30 if you live in New Zealand. And this call is going to be a launch of a promotion. So you need to get ready for July. July is going to be a hot little fire in our neck of the woods. So you need to be on this call so you can find out the exact information of what this promotion is. Now, if you are at work, if there is somebody in your team that they're either a shift worker or they're a stay-at-home mama or whatever it is they are, if they can be on this call, you need to buddy up and find out who those people are so you can get the lowdown from them as soon as possible. So this is going to be really fabulous. Guys, make sure you are on that call. I just want to go back to that. If you are in Team Neora, AUNZ, there is a post with these direct links in it. So you can go to that post and you can actually go and just click the link and you'll be on the call. Okay, so tonight we're going to do 10 core commitments. We have so many new people that are consistently coming into our business, and it's always about reaching to the basics of how we build this business, because this business is so simple. We just do repeat over and over and over again. And the very first of the 10 core commitments is complete the new brand partner training. If you go to www.startneora.com and you're a new brand partner, jump into this. Go just, step through it all. Go from one step to the next. They're really short, easy, quick videos, and I can't see what's going on in the chat. So sorry guys, if you guys can answer each other's questions, that'd be great. The second step is 2 exposures 5 times a week. Now, what does that mean? That means we want to take people from not knowing about Neora to knowing about Neora. That's our products and that's our opportunity. I just share both with people all the time because I don't know that somebody wants the opportunity, or I don't know that somebody who I'm talking about the opportunity actually wants the products. So you always want to share both. Now, these I just want to go talk about these 10 core commitments. If you're a new brand partner, you're not going to just master these in 1 minute. It takes time. So if you can just start going, righty, I'm going to focus on adding this to my little repertoire. Already you've started this business. A lot of people that have full-time jobs, they have full-time lives, and they've started this side gig. And I've just said earlier, this works in the throes of your life. It really does. But you don't do it all at once. Because if you do it all at once, you're going to be going, oh my gosh, this is too much. It's overtaking my life. You don't want to do that. You want to just bring it in bit by bit. These are the most important ones. 2 exposures 5 times a week. And look, if it means that you're doing 1 exposure in the very beginning, go for 1. 1's better than none. Make sure you actually put a score on the board. So number 3 of the 10 core commitments is share the products. Now, there's so many ways we can share the products. We can share the products like what Kelly said earlier. She went to Bali, she handed out a whole ton of products, and then she rank advanced. Hello, how cool is that? So sharing the products, handing out samples, doing like these people, these are some of the people in my team this week. This is what they've done. So Pat and Misha, they're in Florida. They went to a market. Then there's AJ, he did something very similar in New York. Then there's Kylie and her crew doing an RRP in Brisbane. And then there's Margin Nat doing a expo as well. So, there's so many ways we can share the products. Like these are all ways that people are just getting our products out there. They're showing people what they are, and they're getting people to feel and touch them. So number 3, share the products. Number 4, attend a weekly market RRP. Now, I sent an email to Bo the other day, and I said to him, way back when I started, we did this crazy RRP blitz over a month. And I actually have a feeling it was July. But we did this crazy RRP blitz. And what we did is that whoever hosted an RRP would get a password to a special training. And I can't even remember who we had.
We're all giving me your fucking finger. It's so funny.
Okay. I can't mute either. Let me just hop out of this for 1 second so I can mute whoever is just jumped on. Give me 2 secs, guys. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, like this to me was a huge, it was the leverage, it was the beginning, it was the start of my business. It's crazy, isn't it? How this, hang on. Sorry, guys. Hey, technology. This was the start. You know, I see people doing all sorts of, RIPs. They just are where you can get in front of people and you can, you know, there's nothing more incredible than having energy to energy, the connection of people, human to human. We're so busy these days. We're so on social media. We're doing all these things where we're not connecting with people. People love this. So really, if, you know, RRPs are the go. And I sent an email to Bo and said, I'd love it if we could organise like an RRP blitz for the whole of the Australian market. It'd be just so much fun. And if we could have like a special guest trainer at the end of the gig would be just fantastic. So let me continue pushing for that. And we can just do it ourselves anyway. Like it is the way to go. It's just fantastic. Number 5, attend weekly training. Now this is what we're on today. And this just doesn't change. Every Monday night, we turn up at the same time, 8 o'clock in Brisbane time, and you can see the other times following there. It's just the same. Every single Monday, we do the same. It's a way that we plug in. It's a way we grab the training of what we're going to take for the next week, and we go out the next week and we go and run it. Number 6, attend monthly regional training. Now, this next regional training is actually next week. It's on the 6th of July, Saturday, and we have Jen Elson. She is our keynote speaker. For you guys that don't know, you brand newies that are with us tonight, Jennifer is the most gorgeous, heart-centered brand partner, gold NMD that you could meet. She is an attorney. Well, that was her past life as an attorney before she was a Neora, gold NMD now. She's a millionaire in our company. She's just normal. She's just one of us. So you need to come along. You need to hear her story, but you need to hear the way that she builds this business. It is so fantastic that we have such a great connection with the leaders in this company that can show us the way. So if you are anywhere in the vicinity of a computer on Saturday, you need to be on this call. It's exactly the same Zoom ID that you've dialed into this tonight, and you can see the times there. This banner, if you don't have this banner for your group, let me know and I can send it to you so you can make sure everybody in your team has this banner, so they can also come along. The greater thing to do is if you live near some brand partners, join together and just sit around a computer together or put it on the TV and plug it in and have morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea, whichever part of the world that you're in, and join together, because once again, it's building communities. Building communities is the strength of what we do. Number 7, attend all major corporate events. Now, our next major corporate event is in Sydney, and it's on the 25th and the 26th of October. Guys, get there. You know, just do it. Make it an absolute, I am there. Draw the line more than in the sand and just go and buy a ticket and just go to it. They are so cool going to events. Like I was saying to you guys earlier, Maria, I've seen Maria at every single corporate event since we've opened in this country. And because of that, I've built a friendship with her and I know who she is. You know, otherwise, like, we're all just on the screen together and, hi, how are you? And that's nice and we can get to know each other. But there's nothing more incredible than being able to give somebody a hug because you've got to know them through the screen, and then they're real people as well, and it's just so fantastic to have a drink and hang out and talk and give each other a hug and be amazing together. So they're really fun. Plus they're really informative. It's great training. You get to collaborate with your own team as well. I cannot recommend going to events enough. They're great. Okay, number 8, commit to personal development. And Maria actually talked about it earlier. She's never done personal development before. You know, this book that we all get in our Brand Partners kit, who was written by our CEO founder, Jeff Olson. If you have not read this book, you need to go and read it. What I love about this book is that I'm showing you now the 10 core commitments. These are all the commitments that Jeff wrote to build our successful business. He also has written 10 core values. Now, they're the values of the company. If you're wondering, where do I start in all this personal development world? Because it can honestly get really confusing. Where do I start? You know, what do I start with? I would honestly go to our 10 core values and pick one of them and go, okay, I'm going to pick, and for instance, I'm just going to say, I'm going to pick Go Slow to Go Fast, which is chapter 4 of The Slight Edge. Go and read it. Go and read it and relate it to the core values, because I have learned that the more we immerse ourselves in the way Jeff has created this company, the core of this company, I want to think like Jeff. I want to think, how does this man operate and how does he think to create 10 core commitments, to create 10 core values? What does it all mean? What's the meaning behind it all? And when you can create that energy inside of you, you almost become like the heartbeat of the company. And when you become the heartbeat of the company, it's really very, it just flows the way that you operate in this company. So The Slight Edge is a really incredible way to start. If you're not sure where to start with personal development, or if you haven't been doing personal development, go and start looking at chapters and see how those chapters with the core values, go and see how it relates to your business. Okay, number 9, find a workout partner. You guys all know who the people in your team are. You see them all the time. They're around in your group. They don't necessarily have to be in your financial line. They can be somebody else in your group. You might meet somebody else completely in a different team that you just get along so well with. I mean, Deb McGovern and I, we're completely not linked at all. We have been connected from pretty much day dot, hey Deb, since we both started. And we're forever like bouncing things off each other. You can either, do that sort of, build those sorts of relationships, or build relationships where you're absolutely hustling together to get to a rank. So whatever it is that you need, you just link arms with people and create a workout partner. Number 10, be here in a year. Now, I chose this picture specifically because this is the grand opening in 2016, was it, guys? Or early 17. And what I love about this photo is all those people, this is the first people in my team that were at the very first event. We're all still here. We are all still here, and this is our 3rd year together. We just keep coming back. There's different people in this team run this business different ways. Some people are big drivers. They're driving to completely blow the lid off everything they can possibly blow it off. And there's other people, they just want to throw you free every single week. I love that. I love that we all honor every single person in our team for exactly what they want to do. Whatever it is you want to do, we will support you in that. Some people just want to run an ADO every month. They don't even want to do 3 year free because they just like being a part of the community. Bring it on. Bring it on. Whatever it is that you want to do, we are a community of people that will support you to do everything, which is our mission, is making people better. So in saying all that, it's marry your months together. Know where you are at the end of your month. Where do you want to be at the end of July? We have a big call tomorrow. Make sure you know that information. Make sure you find out exactly what is going to be going on in that call. Guys, Look at that. 8:31. It's just amazing how that time speeds by, hey? 10 core commitments. Jeff wrote those 10 core commitments for people to follow to have a successful business. The simplicity of this business is exactly that. The second you become overwhelmed, the second you become frustrated, the second that you use any of those silly words, you need to quickly give yourself a slap over the face and stop it. Reach out to one of us. Reach out to one of your leadership team. We are here to support you. If you are feeling any of those emotions, stop it. And let us help you just do the 10 core commitments, breathe, and move forward over the next week. We have so many great things in front of us in July, and I don't even know what they are yet, but I can feel it's coming. So let's go out and blitz whatever is going to be delivered to us tomorrow and be committed to whatever it is they're going to promote tomorrow that we're going to all run for. We're going to show up in this business. We're going to show Neora US Home Office who we are in this country, because I have so much belief in us, in this group especially. I have so much belief. I know who we are, and I know why we're driving this business. And so all we need to do is go and run for every single company promotion that is given to us. So guys, have a really great night, and I will see you all same time, same place next week. 10 core commitments. Go check out the 10 core values, and congratulations to every single person at Rank Advanced. Congratulations to every single person that showed up for their business, for every single person that just is here tonight. Unreal. Have fun. See you all.
Thanks, Rach.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Rach.
Great
That
training.
was absolutely
Bye.
brilliant training. Thank you.
Brilliant.